Right, seriously.
Okay, well, me being a former work study at career services, the one thing that you learn is you never know who you are going to encounter. You never know who you're going to... President Snyder always does pop-up visits on campus. The chancellor may be out of her office. Vice Chancellor Dr. Kane. You know, those aren't people you want to encounter. Hey, Dr. Kane, and you got shut the F up on your shirt. Like, what are you thinking? You know, and then, like, you know, yes, Ivy Tech is a community college. I understand that, but there's no reason why we can't promote it as something, you know, bigger than that, to try and make it something bigger than that. So that, because, I mean, people already think we're the downtown Ivy Tech campus, that we're psychos anyway. Like, why are you going to push that? You just, that's not something you want to do. I mean, what do you know?
Yeah, they're putting us, like, in that box, like a stereotype, like you said, it's a community college thing. People think he's dumb or she's dumb because they go to community college, and that's like, which is not the case. But when him wearing that shirt, whoever wore that shirt, that kind of like categorizes us.
Adds fuel to the fire.
Yeah, it does.
Oh well, of course.
Validates the stereotype.
I mean, come on. And then obviously this guy doesn't know what goes on campus. He must be new because, I mean, what if he would have walked in a shirt? Career fair is next week. What would you have done if you would have walked in with that shirt, walking up to someone, hey, I need a job, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And then that's the thing, is that is what you're going to be remembered for. You go up to somebody, they're not going to remember your face, they're not going to remember your merits, they're not going to remember how good of a person you are. They're going to remember that dumb shirt that you wore that one time, and that's what you're going to be judged off of. And then that's the thing, like, people try to say that, oh, well, you know, first impressions, you know, whatever, and it shouldn't be about how you... Everybody judges people by how they look, that's how we take in information from another person, is how how they conduct themselves. You know, no, you can't. Your judgment can't be solely based off of that. But first impressions, that's what happens.
I feel like there's a place for everything. Like, you don't wear a type of shirt like that to school. I mean, that's just plain common sense. I mean, you just don't wear that type of thing at school. I mean, like you said, there's like principals and people like that, like people who, if they saw that, they'd be like, why are you wearing that? Like, they would think down of you.
It's rude.
It is.
I feel like we should value ourselves more. Why buy clothes like that?
Right.
The same idiots that are making the clothes, we're the same ones that's putting the money in their pockets. And they're going to sit back and they're laughing at us. Yesterday on campus, here at IUPUI, I was walking behind a guy a black guy, who was carrying a book bag, and it said Dark Monkey on it. And it had a monkey on it holding a banana, and he was dark skinned. The monkey was, and I found it to be interesting because a few weeks ago in class we were discussing the term monkey and why us as African Americans don't like the word monkey being used, and you know how it's just a derogatory word to use towards a person. And I'm looking at that shirt and I'm like, wow. And then I look at in the corner of it had Family Guy. I know you guys are familiar with the cartoon Family Guy, and I'm like, it never seems to fail. There's always a group of people that's going to make us, and I don't mean to make it about black people, but make us as, you know, people of different descents besides white Americans look like fools. And we engage in that. Why? I'm not wearing no monkey on the back of my book bag. And, you know, the guy might not even read into it that deep. You know,
exactly.
He might have not read into it that deep, but that's when it's on us to research stuff and look into things. Educate yourself. You're right.
Educate yourself and educate those people.
People don't think deeply about stuff before they do them.
Yeah,
it's just people don't want. Black people don't really care about I want to say care about. They just kind of like look past the culture. Like, this is what people like Malcolm X, MLK, and the Black Panthers fought for. And I know they're turning their grave like, are you serious? This is what we fought
Bobby
for?
Seale's still living, so. But, go ahead.
Well, but it was like, dang, this is what we tried to do, and they're like, whatever.
We're the ones who found out that.
Yeah, but I mean, Bobby still. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, people, you know, when we do stuff like that, it makes us feel good. Like, I'm bold enough to wear this. I bet she wouldn't wear it. I bet he wouldn't wear it. Yeah, but guess what? They're not going to make themselves look like fools either. You know, we look like complete fools when we're wearing a shirt that says, shut the F up.
Right.